Hey, late starters. In today's episode of Top Takeaways, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into episode 61 with Anne LaFollette and talk about how to find the right courses to take and how to actually implement what you've learned. Hello, dreamers. Welcome to the Late Starters Club, giving you the inspiration, mindset, and tools you need to start something midlife and beyond. Remember, it's never too late to follow your dreams. First, a word from our sponsor, me. Are you feeling stuck in your business and aren't sure how to grow? Or maybe you're starting something new and just really don't know what strategy is going to work best for you. Well, then you might need my one on one coaching and consulting. I've personally helped businesses grow to the six-figure mark and seven-figure mark. Whether it's really diving into your ads and seeing what's wrong, giving you hands on specific advice, or it's just taking a look at your overall strategy and giving you some recommendations for moving ahead. Just go to AndreaVall.com and go to the Consulting and Coaching tab for more information and packages that fit your needs. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. So, one thing I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into in this episode of Top Takeaways is some things Anne talked about courses. Now, she had no idea how to do this pattern surface design that she was diving into. And then she also started a whole business around that when she had no experience in creating an online business and membership. So, how did she do it? She took courses. But one of the things that she really talked about was how to find those courses and then how to actually implement those courses. So, one of the things she was talking about was finding the people who know what you want to do and then learning from those people. Now, what I would say that I want to add into that is really finding people who have had success in their students as well. And that is definitely something she looked into and made sure that she had course that she was taking that had success ratings. And that's what she did when she found courses like Jeff Walker's course, Amy Porterfield's course, and she was able to do things like launch her business, create her membership from those trainings that she took. And one of the things I would suggest is just really be discerning around the courses you're taking and making sure that they have some success ratings from the people who have taken them, have really great reviews from the people who have enrolled in that course, but then also making sure you implement that training and that learning that you've just invested in. So, how do you approach that when you're looking at courses? One of the things I would suggest is if you have taken courses in the past, you may want to look at your pattern. Are you the type of person who just accumulates a bunch of courses and then doesn't implement them? And if that's the case, then I think you want to examine the ways you like to learn, because maybe an online recorded course isn't the right fit for you. Maybe you realize that you're not actually getting through that material. And if you aren't getting through that material, then why might that be? Could you set up a schedule to get through that material and actually implement it? Or is it a matter of you just like to learn a different way? So maybe you need some sort of live training where you've got people on the call with you delivering that content live. Maybe you need more one on one coaching and you need to invest into that rather than just buying another course, for example. So, really kind of approach your past behavior and see where you've learned the best from and where you've actually implemented that learning that you've invested in. And if you haven't taken any courses, then maybe it's about like just seeing how you do. Just take a small course or just kind of see how that goes and see if you can implement that from a recording. For example, if you do a recording, maybe you are reading a book and you are able to implement from a book. Kind of understand what kind of learner you are. Is it you have to see everything laid out in a more visual way, or can you learn by someone just presenting something on a live walkthrough, for example? Or do you want to actually be able to ask more questions and have a little bit more one-on-one help? So, really kind of examining either your past behavior or just testing things out with approaching some sort of training and seeing how you do. And the other thing that Anne really talked about too that I loved was the implementation phase, because that I think is critical. Make sure that you are implementing what you learn so that you can go back and ask good questions. If you have that ability to ask questions, maybe even reach out. If you have read a book from someone, you have questions, you can reach out to the author. I know I get a lot of questions from people who have read my books, who have taken my online webinars or things like that. And I'm always happy to answer them. And then just a couple other nuggets that Anne had. She had so many great things in there. But one of the things that she said stuck out for me is just to not beat yourself up if you have had a journey that's gone all over the place, or maybe you have had something in the past that doesn't really seem to serve you right now. What she said was that everything you've learned so far will serve you well. And I definitely believe that as well, because even in my mechanical engineering life, I am still drawing from some of the things I did over there and am able to draw them into this world of online marketing and kind of an analytical approach that I take there. So don't beat yourself up over your journey. Just realize that you have infinite possibilities ahead of you, and you can draw on all of that experience to make everything the way you want going forward. And the other thing that Anne talked about that I loved is that we are all creative and we can find more joy in our lives when we are creative. And that could mean art, that could mean creating something in the business world, it could mean creating a new activity, a new hobby that you're doing. Just find ways to be creative and express yourself. So, if you haven't had a chance to go and listen to Anne's episode, I would highly encourage you to do that now. Hope that was helpful, and make sure you grab the free guide, Top Tools for Late Starters, on the website at latestartersclub.com. And let's turn dreaming into doing.